Hello family, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Wilma. If today is your first time here, I welcome you. On this channel, I film content relating to faith, waiting, marriage, motherhood, lifestyle, and all the good stuff right here. So if you like this video, do me a favor, like it, subscribe, and share. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a rant, or should I say more of a call for help. So I do hope you stay tuned to the very end of the video. Let's just get into the video. Okay, so growing up, I came from a family whereby I lived with my mom and my siblings for the most part. My dad was very present, but he would come and go, come, go. Work would take him to other regions, so you can imagine. But the very few times that my father was around and he would get into the kitchen, whip up something, delicious, those times I could never forget. There were other times that as young as we were, he would bundle us up and just give us a quick bath. Those memories are precious memories to me. In today's society, especially for us as Ghanaians, if you didn't know, I'm filming from Accra, Ghana. We grew up in a society where men were not really allowed to cook. Men were not really given that opportunity to, as it were, apply the soft skills that girls are brought up with. When I say soft skills, I'm talking about cooking, cleaning, just helping with the setup of the home. We have been viewed from childhood that the man's core responsibility is financial or financially related. If a man is able to financially provide for his family, it ends there. And that's how most of us grew up, or that's what we saw in our typical families. Okay, now I dare say that even with the advent of technology and how exposed and educated we are as a society, most men or most of us still hold on to these values and norms which prevent or disallow men from learning and applying some of these soft skills. And majority of some men are clueless when it comes to some of these life skills that I mentioned. Talk of cleaning, washing. And the interesting part is we still have some women that are still raising young ladies to be devoid or to be dependent on house helps for some of these life skills. It will interest you to note that a lot of young ladies in this age do not know how to cook, do not know how to watch, do not know how to take care of a home. Eventually, most of these people grow up and get married, and unknown to them, the marriage awaits them with a plethora of problems, especially when both now begin to live with each other and become saddled with the responsibility of taking care of each other. Dear husbands, your wives are tired. Today, I'm going to be an advocate for 4 categories of wives, and I pray that this plea would go as far as the Lord will allow it to go, for you to lend a helping hand, for you to hold your wife whom you love so dearly, for you to snatch her out of the pits of depression that some wives currently find themselves in. I am blessed to be a product of a marriage that God gave me, one of the most supportive husbands I could ever imagine. A helpful, hands-on husband that I couldn't I could have searched, or I could have put in so much effort and I wouldn't have, but the Lord just showed mercy on me and blessed me with such a man. So the first category of wives I'm going to be speaking for are the newlywed wives. Dear husband, I know you are excited and you just got married to this beautiful woman. And of course, in the first few months, you're still going to be enjoying all the lovey-dovey moments of marriage. But your wife would still need help. She's used to taking care of herself. She's used to taking care of a small space for herself, perhaps if she was living alone. If she was living in a big family, hallelujah, she's used to taking care of a big home. But dear husband of the newlywed wife, it doesn't hurt to help your wife in any way. It doesn't hurt to support her in the kitchen. It doesn't hurt to help her do the laundry once in a while. It doesn't hurt to ask her if she actually even needs help in any part of the home, in her finances, in her workplace, in any way that you can contribute. And when I say help, I'm not just talking about domestic help. I'm talking about help with the vision that God has called her to before you became one. Dear husband, I pray that the Lord will lead you to be the help He called you to be. When you were getting married, you were told she's your helpmeet, right? But let me shock you. The Lord brought her into your life to help you navigate the corridors of life. But the Lord also brought you into her life to lead her into the corridors of life. She also needs your help terribly. Please don't neglect her. Now, the next group of wives I'm going to be an advocate for are wives in waiting. And this area is so dear to me because I was once a wife in waiting. When I say a wife in waiting, I'm talking about a group of wives that are currently trusting to conceive or waiting to have children of their own. And this group of wives are one of the most hurt groups of women you can ever find on planet Earth. These groups of wives are daily nursing pain out of words spoken to them, out of actions meted out to them due to their inability to have children of their own. Dear husband, your wife in waiting needs help. Your wife in waiting needs you to hold her hand through this journey. She needs you to be an advocate for her when she cannot speak for herself. To those people who mock her, she needs you to protect her. She needs you to help her because there are days when she feels like she can't take it anymore. She cannot cook anymore. She cannot wash anymore. She cannot even make up or look good because she is just tired. Dear husband, your wife in waiting is screaming out to you for help. If only you could see how much pain she sometimes has to cover up in order to smile for you not to also be broken down simply because she is broken down. If only you knew, you would always daily wrap your arms around her to shield her, to cover her, to pray for her, to fight for her, to go with her to those fertility treatments. Sometimes that is all the help she needs from you. To be willing to go with her for those treatments, or to be willing to even seek treatments for yourself. Dear husband, please be that helping hand your wife in waiting needs. Now, the next group of people that need help so badly, and I'm going to again be an advocate for, is the wife who is expecting a baby or currently pregnant. Dear husband, I know I was once there. My husband was just excited and over the moon to welcome an addition to our family. We couldn't wait to have that baby we had waited for so long to finally join us. Pregnancy, every step of the way, was so enjoyable for us. We bonded more when I was pregnant. We laughed more when I was pregnant. We had so much fun when I was pregnant. So dear daddy expecting, I know how you are feeling. But perhaps what you may not have thought of is that your wife is on a journey of discovery with this pregnancy. Yes, every woman's body is different. Some wives are so strong to be able to go through the 9 months of pregnancy without any iota of pain or discomfort. But alas, some wives are not that lucky. From the very first day of discovering they were pregnant, or even before discovering they were pregnant. Nausea, vomiting, sleeplessness, you name what, all the signs you can think of would make her at every point in time feel uncomfortable. Dear daddy expecting, your wife needs your help. Your wife needs you to understand that she herself cannot understand her emotions. She's tired all the time. She's angry all the time. She's sad all the time. These are moments she just wants you to have a listening ear and be that shoulder she can cry on and lean on. Dear daddy expected, she needs you to understand that this child, in as much as is her joy, is also your joy. And on days when she feels gloom, on days when she feels down, she wants you to help her out of that pit of sadness. Dear daddy expecting, this is the time when your wife may not be in the position to cook as she has been cooking for you, or do the laundry as she has been doing all the while, or even feel like going out with you. And most importantly, she may not even feel like making love to you as you have always known her to, always want to. This is the time she needs your patience. She needs your understanding. She needs you to also, even if not do it yourself, look for the help that she can get, or look for the help that you can possibly pay for to render these services for her, so that she can be comfortable enough to nurture that beautiful bundle of joy growing inside of her. I hope you will be that help to your wife. I am blessed. I am a testimony of that kind of help from my husband, from cooking for me, to washing my stuff, to helping me do certain things that I could not do, to bending to pick up things for me, to taking me out on days I felt so sad, and you name it. If my husband is watching, which I know he'll watch this video, I say thank you, Papa, for being there for me. Thank you, my husband, for all that you have done through my 2 pregnancies. God richly bless you. Finally, dear daddies. Note I said dear daddies because alas, baby is here. You are excited to see your newborn. Your wife is equally excited to see your newborn. But this category of wives, the new mother or the new wife turned mother, is screaming for you to help. Oh, she's back from the hospital and the sleepless nights have begun. The breastfeeding marathons have begun. Dear daddy, this is the time your wife needs you to stand with her, and if possible, on nights when she's even so tired, feed the baby for her. When she can express, take the baby and also feed her. When she needs to sleep, take that baby, rock baby to sleep so that your wife can equally sleep. Yes, no matter how small, be involved, be present. I'm sure throughout the antenatal services you were there, throughout the antenatal visits you were there, every step of the way you were there. So now, all hands on deck. It's time to be present, whether financially, physically, spiritually, by praying for her and praying for grace and strength for her for this particular season, which is one of the most challenging seasons you can ever imagine for a new or first time mother. Now, for even mothers that this is not their first time and they already have 1 child, so now you may have 2 children, 3 children, 4 children, this season is not for the faint-hearted. Dear daddy, this is not the time to leave your wife and go and watch that football match without help for your wife. This is not the time to leave your wife and go and play with your friends on Sundays and leave her all alone with 5 children. This is not the time to leave her without any form of help. Dear daddy, I beseech you by the mercies of God, be present. Even when you have to leave her with all these children, make sure that when you come back home, she also has a good nap or a good rest. Sometimes it's inevitable. You need to work, you need to go out for meetings, you need to attend social events. So make time so that your wife can equally be well rested from her own stress and tiredness. Now, Daddies of all these categories, what you must know is that when this help is not available, your wife will be burnt out. She'll be a version of a wife you have never known her to be. She'll be frustrated. She'll be depressed. She would scream at your children when she doesn't need to. The solution is to be there. The solution is to pray. The solution is to be present. And the solution is to create special moments of solo enjoyments for her. Take her on that spa trip. Take her on that spa treatment. Take her on that solo trip without the children. And I bet you, your marriage will be brand as new each and every single day. Now, in conclusion, I would like to also say that your kids are watching, and there will be a version of what you present to them. Your kids will be an extension of you and your legacy. So be careful. If you are not helping or doing what you are supposed to do for them to emulate, I don't think you would be in a place of expectation for them to equally do same when you need them to. So this is just a note or a word of caution. Let's be guided. God bless you. I hope you liked this video, and I have played an advocate for all the wives in this category. If you are a wife and you are watching me, let me know in the comment section if I have been a good advocate, if I have shared the feelings that you have been struggling to communicate with your husband all this while. Let me know in the comment section if there are any other things you would like your husband to know. God bless you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.
There was once a day that I would pray